Any social media platform, they come to me and ask me, what do you think about this? Or how do I do this? And it's like, oh, I'm the go-to friend for social media. I love that for me. Hey there, lovelies. So we are winding down after a long day. And I kind of just wanted to come on here and chat about this new channel and the direction that I'm taking it in, hopefully, and everything that I've learned on my content creator journey so far, and the things that I'm going to be doing differently on this channel from my other channel. So, hi, if you're new here, my name is Sonia Star J. Welcome to my second channel, where I am showing you all, or just sharing my journey of creating my dream life, living in my fabulousness, and just embracing and romanticizing my life. So I am about to color, and this is just the way that I just decompress after a long day. And I've been over on TikTok, chatting over there, posting on there, trying to grow those pages. And something dawned on me recently, like, I don't have a community of content creator friends. I have one content creator friend, and I'll talk to her about everything. And I like to nerd out about content creation. I love to nerd out about data analytics, all of the things like color theory, psychology of content creation. Like, it keeps me up at night how much I love doing this and not really having a community to kind of, talk about all the things that I'm learning and all the things that I've learned so far, and being able to share, because my platform on my other pages centered around my brand and wellness and self-care, which is a big part of who I am, but it hasn't allowed me to be myself in the other way, as far as like sharing my content creator journey and like my goals of being an entrepreneur. I never left space for myself to do that, and so that's really what I want to do here. And hopefully this video reaches the target audience of people who are on similar journeys and just want community in what it is that we're trying to do. So let me start from the beginning. I started doing content creation when I was a teenager. I was on MySpace. I'm pretty sure I was doing content in other ways too back then, but I was a part of that group of kids that were creating the MySpace pages with the top 5 and the music and the HTML and all the things. I loved it. I was really into the internet and just everything about it. And so once Facebook came, of course, I got on Facebook, and that has always been my thing. I'm a writer. I started trying to build a blog, trying to color and talk to y'all at the same time. It's proving to be a little challenging, but we're gonna work it out. So I started trying to build my blog, and I don't know, when I started trying to build my blog, it felt like I was being a little bit too personal on the internet, even though on my Facebook page that I just deleted, I was super personal. I was just talking way too much. And I don't know, I just needed that outlet, I guess. Maybe I didn't know what a journal was. I had a diary, I promise, I had a diary. But I just loved community building on Facebook. Like, I just love building community around similar topics and finding people who are interested in the same things as me. And I quickly learned that the people that I was friending on Facebook weren't necessarily into the same things as me. So my engagement wasn't high. So I started finding different groups about, how to blog and how to do graphic design, all of these things. And that was cool for a little bit, you know. I ended up going to college for sociology and psychology because I love to learn people. I love to learn about community building and how to bring people together and the way people's minds work and all of those things. So that was an interesting time. But during my time in college, I was putting together like events, and that's when I got into graphic design, of learning how to do flyers and all the things. I don't know if Canva was a thing then, back in like 2009. I don't know if Canva was a thing, but whatever it was it Picnic? I don't know, but I was on there and I was creating like these silly graphics, but that's when it really like bloomed for me. Like, I really love creating, but I've always been a writer and a dancer, so I've always been a creative person. So time went on. I graduated in 2014 and I bounced around in life. I moved from PA to Arizona, then to North Carolina, and during that period of time I wasn't creating pretty much anything. I started my blog in 2017, but that was just like a personal blog. Then when the world shut down in 2020, that's when I learned about video content and how popular it was. I had no clue that YouTube was like a thing in how it is until I seen Kelly Stamps post a video about why you should start a YouTube channel. And I'm like, well, why should I start a YouTube channel? I knew that one of my homegirls was doing YouTube, but I didn't understand why she was doing YouTube or what, you know, the possibilities were of creating a YouTube channel. So I was like, huh, this is interesting. So I started making YouTube videos and I was like, wait, I love this. Like, this is fun. I get to teach and I get to connect with people on a wider scale outside of my Facebook group, outside of my Facebook page. Oh yeah, I love this, you know? And so building a community around wellness and self-care was really fun. And then I started trying to grow my TikTok. But I wasn't really trying to grow my TikTok. I was just on there posting little funny little videos. And it helped me during that time because I was really battling depression. At that point in time, I think this marker is dead. At that point in time, I was a social worker for foster care, for youth in foster care and homelessness. And it was hard because we were all placed at home, and I was trying to help these young people find stable housing in a period of time where the entire world was unstable. So it was very challenging. We weren't able to like see them or be around them and support them in the way that they needed, and it was just really hard on my mental health. And so social media at that time became the creative outlet that I truly needed. And man, it really got me through some tough, dark times. And my husband, he went through some health related issues, and it was just really challenging. The entire pandemic was just really challenging. So TikTok and YouTube were the ways that I was able to connect with people and kind of like, oh, I want to build Fully Loving Yourself, which is my brand. I want to build it bigger, and this is how I want to build it, and this is what I want it to be about. And it kind of like took a life of its own after I was diagnosed with a health issue. It pivoted to my plant-based lifestyle, my reproductive health lifestyle. It changed from being about life skills and tips and self-improvement to being around my health journey, which is cool because I was able to connect with more women who have been dealing with the same thing, and have been able to give them tips and tricks and things that I've been using, and also build community around that topic. But then it kind of boxed me in. and the platforms only started pushing certain content of mine. So the content that I truly wanted to make, which was like these more relatable sit down talk videos where I'm talking about content, where I'm talking about life, my vlogs. I love vlogging. They weren't doing well. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And I know people say that like when you start a vlog channel, people aren't going to watch because nobody knows you. I don't think that was the case. My vlogs just really wasn't good, honestly. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I had no clue what I was doing. Now I have a better idea about like how to edit and how to pick music and how to do my thumbnails and angles. I'm still learning. It's a work in progress. I didn't know anything about Casey Neistat, okay? But it's a work in progress, and I love it. I love trying to create the cinematography, and like it's just a beautiful process. And I'm glad that I picked up a camera when I did. Like, I know sometimes people are like, I wish I would have did it sooner. I do wish I would have done it sooner. And so during this process, I was just like, man, why didn't I do this sooner? So I actually started like researching, and I don't know how I stumbled across this. Me and my cousin were making videos in college, like podcast style videos in college. It was so embarrassing. And I had videos of myself like singing and dancing on here, and I'm just like, how do I access this so I can get rid of it? But it just lets me know that I'm on the right path. I'm on the right track, and I'm in the lane that I'm supposed to be in, because I truly love doing this. And it's all I think about. Like, it is like, I want to be on, you know, I want to be around other people who nerd out about social media, and that's not everybody's thing. People look at me and are like, why are you filming this? Why do you care about this? And it's just like, you know, it's kind of like football. Not everybody's into football, you know? But I don't know, I love social media. So that's my journey, more or less. I don't know if I've left anything out, but let me get into the things that I'm going to be doing differently with this channel. So I took some tips. I took some notes. So what I'm going to be doing differently on this channel, and I've already started to do them, is putting more effort into my editing and into my thumbnails. I used to have this mindset of, oh, I don't care, you know, people gonna like this regardless. That is not true. You have to have clear thumbnail pictures in order for people to click on them, to be interested in them. And that's when I started learning about like color theory and what attracts people, color psychology, what attracts people, what repels people, different type of fonts, different editing softwares and techniques. Because I was really into using Filmora, and I'm like, everybody's using iMovie or CapCut. So I need to pivot. Even though I didn't really necessarily care to, I started using CapCut for TikTok, and now I'm using it for YouTube. And honestly, it is the bomb. Like, I am enjoying using CapCut. So really putting a lot of effort into my editing and my thumbnails. Once I started learning how to do thumbnails more on my other channel, I did revamp my thumbnails, and I started noticing like people were commenting like, I really like this thumbnail, and you know, because they were clearer, they were more legible. And yeah, so that was a benefit, learning how to do thumbnails. And Canva, a great help. I was using Fonto and Canva, and now I'm just primarily using Canva. So, and I am making it easier for myself because I have templates that I'm using, and just paying attention to what my competition, what their thumbnails look like, and the colors and the fonts and like the themes, and just like what it looks like, but also keeping it my own as well. So putting more effort into my thumbnails and my editing, very big tips. And also because when I first started doing YouTube, I had no clue what I was doing, y'all. Like, I was filming my YouTube videos like this. Like, so it was just like this, like, it was a hot mess. So now I know to film like this. Even though I'm using my camera, now I know better to film correctly. And then the second thing is that I'm gonna have a better strategy around my content and what my niche is. When I started my last channel, I just was posting anything. I just went on and was like, oh, this seems like a good idea to post today. And I have such a creative brain and such a creative mind that I was just like dumping. Like, I had so many ideas and so many content pillars and so many things that I wanted to talk about that I was just like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what stuck. And in a sense, I might do that here with my vlog style to kind of see what vlog style I want to work with. But as far as like my content pillars and my niche, I'm gonna just be focusing on like my journey. And because this kind of is for me, like this channel is kind of for me. I want to share my journey. I want to share how I'm building my business. I want to share how I'm getting that dream life and all of the things that I'm learning on that journey that I feel can be beneficial to other people in the areas of entrepreneurship and content creation, in the areas of like creating a home environment that I love and enjoy. Because if my goal is to become a full-time content creator and entrepreneur, I gotta have a space that I love and enjoy being in. So, and I'm also like in that energy of having, you know, a space to, you know, have a family in one day. You know, it's me and my husband now, but you know, one day y'all might see a third or fourth little head popping up around here. So just being clear about my content strategy and my niche. Yeah, because before I really wasn't. It was just like, just kept changing. And so I really took the time to think about like, what do I want this channel to be about? And so you'll see vlogs here because I want to vlog and I'm going to vlog, but more so just the journey and the tips of creating a dream life and what all that entails. So I'm gonna be talking about finance, I'm gonna be talking about entrepreneurship, I'm gonna be talking about home life and fashion. But that's it. Yeah, my wellness stuff, my self-care stuff. Well, I mean, I do self-care over here too, because that's a part of creating a dream life, or creating the dream life, stepping into my dream life. But more of my like self-care stuff will go on my other channel. So that is the second thing that I will be doing differently on this channel. And also because I spent the last 4 years doing a lot of research on a lot of different niches, and just, you know, it took me a while to find myself and to find my own voice. It took me a while to find my own voice here and to get comfortable with even showing up on the internet talking, because I'm a writer. Naturally, I write to communicate. And so I'm still having to learn how to show up here and present here without getting nervous. And it's been 4 years, so I'm working through it, but we're here and it's working out. And then the third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have more fun, and I'm going to take a lot of pressure off of myself. When I started that other channel, it was like a pressure of, you gotta start this channel, you gotta grow this, you gotta do this, you know? And I don't know why I put so much pressure on myself. And I know for a fact that when you chase things, they run away from you energetically. Like, if you are chasing your dreams, I don't know that you'll catch them. You gotta attract them. You have to be in alignment with your goals, be in alignment with your dreams and your passions, and just show up and do the things. That's how you'll get your dream life. And so I'm just gonna have more fun. And it felt like I was desperate to make something happen. and I didn't like that energy, and it translated a lot in my content because I wasn't putting my best foot forward energetically or just creatively, because I was just like, oh, I gotta get this video out, I gotta treat this like a business, I gotta show up every week. And I got burnt out a couple times. I had a video go viral. It was like a lingerie video that I was doing for women, and somehow I ended up on the wrong side of the internet, and I believe that that messed up my channel. And so after I posted that video, it was like my channel was dead after that, and I'm just like, okay, well, this was fun. So yeah, just being more intentional about what I'm putting on the internet and posting, and just having fun while I'm doing it. I absolutely 100% enjoy vlogging and doing YouTube and coming here and talking. This feels so good to come on here and to just chill and talk and hopefully build community around this thing that I love. Yeah, I want to share my hobbies too. I'm a hobby girl, and that's another thing. I was trying to align with the wrong audience. Had to get clear on who my audience was, and I wasn't. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create without the fear of being seen. I don't know, when I was creating on that other channel, I was so nervous about who was going to see this content and what were they going to think and what were they going to say about me. And I've always kind of had that nervous, anxious energy around stuff like that. And now I'm just like, girl, just have fun. Just show up and be yourself. And I think it was because I was new to content creation and video creation, and I was watching other people, and I was like, oh, so I guess this is what works. I guess this is how I have to show up in order to be accepted. And a lot of the people whose content I was watching, they didn't look or sound like me. Like where I come from, the background that I have, it just didn't seem like they had the life experiences that I had. And I'm like, oh, well, in order to do this thing and grow this thing as my business, this is how I have to show up. And I just needed to be exposed to more, but I also just needed to do my own thing and just show up as myself and be authentically me. And when I would film like sit down videos and stuff, it just felt so uncomfortable to do content in that way. I didn't like it. So that's why I'm just like, I just want to show up and just be here, and whoever vibes with it vibes with it. The overly edited and all of that stuff, it just didn't mesh well with me. So I did end up starting a podcast that I'm still trying to get up and running, because that feels more my vibe, and I'll be sharing that journey on here as well, because that's a part of my content creation entrepreneurship journey of creating my dream life. But yeah, it just didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel genuine. It didn't feel good. I tried to film like my tip videos, and it feels like I have to say certain things, like I have to, you know, show up a certain way, and it never comes out right, because I'm trying to, I don't know, like I'm just trying to maintain an image, I guess. And I don't know, so I don't like that very much. And so over here, I'm going to be myself without the fear of what people are going to think. It's the internet. People got opinions. Everybody got opinions. And even in my first video, I had said, my first video here, I said that I don't want people that I know to find this channel and have opinions on it. Even if they do, so what? I'm literally doing this to, one, pour into myself and for my future family. I want to have a thriving business. My husband wants to have a thriving business. And if nobody around me understands that, that is okay. Because they'll understand, hopefully, maybe one day, once everything has come to pass. Once we've figured everything out and we've created the life of our dreams, it will make sense then. But in the process of it, it's not going to make sense. It looks crazy. It sounds crazy. People do not understand. Why are you filming this? Why are you doing that? You know, why are you staying up this hour to that hour? Why you got your camera out? They're not going to understand. Because this journey isn't for everybody. Like, it can be if they want it to be, but it's not for everybody. A lot of people will just give up. You know, I think the lifespan of a content creator is like 10 years, but I know people who've gone longer. But my goal isn't just to be a content creator. I want to have a business. I want this to be like, I'm a creator at heart, and that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Like, I love my career now. I work in the tech gaming industry, still a creative industry, and I love it. So yeah, the next thing that I'm going to do, that I just started doing today, y'all, was being more mindful of the equipment that I'm using. So today I started using my back camera to film on TikTok. And why is that a big deal, you ask? Because everybody talks about how good the quality is when you film on your back camera, and I just couldn't figure it out. And I'm just like, this doesn't feel comfortable. I can't see myself, even with the camera that I have now. Like, I'm looking at y'all, but I have a camera right here so that I can see myself, where I can't really because I don't have my glasses on, but I can see myself. When I'm filming with my phone and my back camera, I can't see myself. So I got this little situation here so I can hook this up to my tripod, and then I can see myself in the mirror here, because I'm like, how are y'all doing this? And I know that I need to get better with the quality of my videos, and so I'm being intentional with that. So, you know, I got my new external hard drive, because storage, oh my goodness, one of the biggest struggles of being a content creator is storage space. I'm running out of storage space on my phone, on my laptop. I'm like, what is going on? And that will stop you in your tracks for a little bit. Not having storage will definitely take some time to figure out. But being intentional about my equipment and filming and editing. And did I put on here, that's next. So my equipment, my storage, and using my back camera and my photo camera settings. So I have gone to TikTok University and YouTube University to learn how to edit with this new software on CapCut, to learn how to color grade. I'm still learning how to color grade, okay? Still learning how to color grade. But I'm just being intentional with the journey. The next thing that I'm gonna try to do, I don't know, I'm gonna try to do it, but I get distracted because I have a lot on my mind. I have a lot of creative ideas and things that I want to do. I'm gonna try to stick to a schedule. I'm gonna try to stick to a schedule for filming and posting. On TikTok, I'm just really sporadic. I've just been posting very sporadically over on TikTok. But YouTube is easier to stay consistent because I batch filmed 3 videos today, 3 long form videos today, and then my shorts I'm just reposting from TikTok. So I have my content calendar and my content ideation tab, because I used to work as a digital marketing strategist, content strategist, so that really helped me in learning how to plan out content for brands. So now I'm currently doing like my personal brand and my like business brand. I'm doing content for both of those. So that's fun, trying to do all of that at the same time. I gotta stay organized. And me and organization, we don't see eye to eye. But that's also why I want to really focus on keeping my house organized, because I think that's like the first step. You know, when your house is organized, then everything else can kind of fall in line. So being intentional about my home life then trickles down to every other area of my life. So that's why that piece is important, staying organized. And then lastly, the last thing that I'm going to be doing on this new channel and with this new journey is getting out of my own way. I let my fears and maybe negative voices, just negative self-concept, get in my way of starting over. Like, oh man, if you start over, that means you failed. Or if you start over, that means you're not good enough. Or you got to start from scratch. You got to start from zero. And that felt like failure to me. It felt like, I don't know, like I wasn't good enough. Like I had done something wrong. I didn't like the way that felt. But I had a talk with a friend, and she was like, it's okay to start over. You know, there are people who have been on this journey for years. Myron Goldman actually said that he was an entrepreneur for 14 years, and he didn't hit 6 figures until like 14 years in, I think, or something like that. Don't get me to lying, but it was a long period of time before he started seeing a significant growth. And he's way older than me. So I'm like, okay, there's time. Like, no, it's not gonna happen tomorrow. I'm not gonna hit 100K and you know, do all these things on any platform by tomorrow. But as long as I don't give up, and as long as I don't talk myself out of my dreams, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, today I got really discouraged because like I was posting and I wasn't seeing no growth, and I couldn't figure out the storage issue, and I couldn't figure out the back camera issue, and I was like, maybe this isn't for me. And I don't know, and I just sat and I thought, like, why wouldn't this be for you? This is what you love to do. Why would you even try to talk yourself out of something that you love? That doesn't even make any sense. Shut up and figure it out. And so I did. And so I went to my closet and I found this little doohickey, and I was like, oh, okay, solution. You know, it's okay to get sad and get down about it, but as long as you don't give up on you, give up on your goals, and give up on your dreams. I know that this is something that I'm meant to do, because whenever anybody wants to talk content, whenever anybody has like something that they want to do on any social media platform, they come to me and ask me, what do you think about this? Or how do I do this? And it's like, oh, I'm the go-to friend for social media. I love that for me. You know, I have people literally like, I'll pay you to create content for me. And here I am thinking my content's not even that good. But in whose eyes? Who am I comparing myself to? When I have people literally wanting my services and are willing to pay me for them. So really having to get out of my own way with creating this dream life for myself. So you are your only limit. Isn't that so fitting? So yeah, I don't know what I want to call these. Maybe a weekly wind down. Maybe we'll have a weekly wind down. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all enjoy this. I know I'll enjoy it, because I'm going to watch it back and listen to it like a podcast. Because yeah, this is going to be great for my future self to look back to see where I started. I'm really excited, because not that this is day one of my journey, but this is day one of my journey. The day one of me getting out of my own way and really putting my foot forward and not giving up. I had so many mindset things that were in the way, like, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Your success is found in all the things that you don't want to do. Like all the things that you are resisting. once you move past those things, then you'll find success there, and you'll be much more happy when you do. So yeah, this color and chat was really helpful for me. Let me know if it was helpful for somebody else, because, and I'm going to test with like not overly editing these videos, because I know a lot of like tips and advice videos are like super highly edited, but I just want to create like a chill vibe and community, and we're just like here, you know. So I'm gonna go and finish coloring. I hope you have the most amazing day, week, and month, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.